Hello, guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm happy to have you all here. If you can see my screen, let me know. Let me know. If you can see my screen, type one in the chat box. If you can see my screen clearly, type one. I welcome you all to tonight's class. I believe you can all see my screen. If you can see my screen, type one. I can see you, Chiki, Krill, Hilary, Kago, Cornelius, Cornell, Evelyn. Type the country you're from. Okay, I can see someone from Pakistan. Prince, Mr. Prince. I can see you, Cosmile, Emmanuel. Type your country, guys. Type your country, the country you're from. Type it there. Elijah Travels. Jacko Smart Travels. Patrick. Elish Boupe. Evelyn. Emmanuel. Biwot. Chiki. Botswana from Botswana. Blessings of God. Type your country, guys. Type your country, guys. Let wait for others to join. Yeah, Zambia. Emmanuel is from Zambia. Mr. Prince is from Pakistan. I'm happy to have you all, guys. Uh, Lesson is from Namibia. FX Tofex is from Nigeria. I'm happy to have you all, guys. So tonight, Kewane is from Botswana. So tonight, I'm going to be sharing with you the same strategy I shared the last time, and we are going to add a trend line to it, which is one of the easiest forex strategy that you will see outside there. It's the easiest forex trading strategy for beginners. So if you're a beginner, this strategy is what you can start using to take and print little money from the forex market. And it's 100% profitable as long as you follow all the rules I will be teaching you tonight. But before we get started, if you have any question concerning all the training we've had recently since the past 2 months, 2 months now. If you have any question, you can type it in the comment section before we get started. Before we start, Sam from Nigeria, I can see you. Hilary from Zimbabwe, Elias from Kenya, Awanda from Cameroon, World from Nigeria, Okotori from Nigeria, and many more. I'm happy to have you all, guys. I believe you all can see my screen. If you can see my screen, type 2 in the comment section. If you can see my screen, type 2, type 2. If you can see my screen, type 2. Yeah, beautiful. If you have any question, drop your question before we continue. We only have few minutes today. We don't have much to share today. It's only the strategy, so you guys can start trading using the strategy I'm about to share with you guys. Can you guys see that beautiful sale that happened last week? This particular sale. Looking at this market now, there is tendency the market will continue its uptrend from here because we have a break of trend line there. If you have any question, guys, you can drop your questions before we continue. So what can happen now is a big break of trend line, then a retest to this trend line, then a sell, right? Or the market can continue. If we have a break of trend line above this, if we have a break of any candlestick above this trend line, there is high tendency the market will continue going up. Okay, guys, it will continue going up. But if it retests this and this turns to a resistance, the market will sell big time. And by that time, you want to look for a trend line breakout somewhere here. You want to look for a trend line breakout somewhere here, around here. So we'll have a break of trend line down, right? For the market to continue going down. So you need to have a trend line breakout around that point. If we don't see that, then that means the market will continue going up because we have a break of trend line here. So this is a signal to buy, right? There's tendency the market will continue going up. It will change to downtrend if the market touch this trend line, right? Like a break of trend line, then a retest. So if the market retests this part of the trend line, there's tendency it will range a bit and form like a double top, right? Or head and shoulder. Then a break of trend line, we have a break of trend line here, and that will signal a long sell. Are you getting my point? So looking at 1 hour time frame, are you getting it? This is a small break of trend line. Then this is a bigger break of trend line. Then a retest of trend line, right? A retest of this trend line, and we have an engulfing candlestick around there or a doji, right? If we have a break of this small trend line, then that market will continue selling down, right? Or if we have a candlestick that breaks above this big trend line, if any candlestick breaks above this bigger trend line, then the market will continue its uptrend. Are you getting my point? So that's that. On 1 hour time frame, this is what you need to look out for. This is a break of trend line, then this is another break of trend line, right? So if this market gets to this point and it does something like this, if it do this, so there you will have like a M shape, which is double top, right? Which is double top. Sometimes you can have head and shoulder here. Then we have a small one around there. Are you getting my point now? Sometimes you can have this, right? Are you getting it? Then we have a break of trend line here. So the market will sell. So as long as there is a break below this particular trend line, you can see here, the market is going to sell big, right? But if there is a break above this one on higher time frame, like 4 hour time frame, if we have a break above this one, then the market will continue going up. So you want to look at that before you take action in the market. And also, there is a break of trend line here. You can see this is a good buy signal here. You can see. You set your stop loss here. You'd have made a lot of money from this one. And also, there is another break of trend line somewhere here. Right? Break. Set your stop loss here. You make your money. Now there is a break of trend line here. This is a good buy signal. Set your stop loss here. Presently, you are in good profits. So there is tendency, which is 50%. The market will get up to this point before pointing down. And also, it can still break. So it will take time. It will range a bit. Maybe in the middle of the night till let's say 12 tomorrow, the market may get to this point. Then it will range because this is a strong resistance. The support, which was here, has now turned to a resistance here. So there's that tendency it will bounce around this point before going down, or a strong buy may happen around here. Something happened yesterday that made us to have this. Some people bought into Bitcoin and the likes, and Donald Trump said something. He tweeted something yesterday that made people to buy around there. So if you check the Bitcoin market, you will notice there is a long move around this point. We have a long move within 2 3 hours. That thing happened. A lot of people bought around there, which are the whales. I said something about the whales, which are the market makers, the people that control the market. They control the market using news also. So Donald Trump tweeted something that was, I think, yesterday or day before yesterday, and that made the Bitcoin market to shoot up. And also, a lot of whales they bought around there. They used millions of dollars to buy around here on Bitcoin, which made the market to go up. So now this morning when the market reopened, we had a lot of move, right? And Euro USD, same thing as Euro USD also. Same thing as Euro USD. Let me go. We have a gap on Euro USD, but it's yet to close. So looking at that, I believe the market will still sell. This stuff is yet to close. So looking at this, there's still high tendency this market will come back down to this point. Can you see? This gap is yet to close, and it must close. So there's tendency they want what's it called? A lot of um a lot of day traders, 97% of traders to be on the buy position here so they can sell the market down. So there's still high tendency this market will sell. Right, looking at this market, there's still high tendency this market will sell. Let me go to lower time frame so you can see it. Can you see that gap? Right? This was Friday. This was Friday. Then this is Monday. So we had a gap here. So Bitcoin, just as I said earlier, that the Bitcoin market gave a gap, right? A lot of whales bought around there and it pushed the market up. You understand? So there's tendency the market will still come back down around there before going back up. So I expected the market to, I sold around there this morning and I took my profit when I noticed a break of trend line on 15-minute time frame here. I closed my little profits because I noticed the market will buy. You understand? So there's tendency now the market has moved down to this level and we still have a gap. So there's still money in the markets. So this gap, there's high tendency it will still close. It may take 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, but there's tendency it will come back and close this. The whales don't leave their money in the market. They always come back for it, you know. So it will still come back. So let's see. Let's see. If it doesn't happen this week, it will definitely happen next week. And I believe this is what will happen. The markets will go up, then we'll have a break of this bigger trend line. And when we have that, the market will sell and come and touch this. So it may take 15 days for this gap. Just put it in your mind. It may take 15 days for this gap to close, but it will definitely close. The market will come back to this gap and close it. So let me share the easy strategy for the beginners. Right? There are three EMAs. Is it EMAs, SMA, simple moving average. So all we just need to do is to go to insert, go to indicator, go to trend, then go to moving average, then make it 50. 50 simple. Then you can make that one like blue. You can make that one blue. Then let's bold it a bit. Then you click OK. Then you go again, go to insert, go to indicator, go to trend, choose moving average, change it to 15. Then you can make this one, let's make this one something like, let's just make it maybe purple. Then click OK. Then go to insert, indicator, trend, moving average, change this one to 10. Then change the color to like maybe white. Right, let us reduce the thickness of this one and the other one. It's too thick. So this is for beginners. If you're a beginner, you can use this. So now, how do you trade this? I said the last time we had a training, I said the first thing you want to look out for is wait for if the candlesticks are below the 50 and below these two EMAs, then the market is downtrend. If the candlestick are above the 50 and above these two SMA, the market is uptrend, and you can see presently the market is up. So there's tendency the market will still continue going. up. So you can see here downtrend. You can see here uptrend. You can see here downtrend. You can see here uptrend. You can see here downtrend, right? Uptrend. So just look at this. What happened here? It closed above the 50, and the market went up, pull back. So what happened there may happen. It went up, pull back, right? It went up, it pulled back, right? It went up, it pulled back, right? So it went up. What do you expect? There may be a pullback to the 50. Are you getting it? Same thing happened over and over again. You just need to understand how the markets work. So there may be a pullback to this 50. Don't forget, I said this 50 is like a support and resistance. You can see how the market went up. It pulled back to the 50. Right? Same thing over and over again. Same thing over. It will go up and pull back to the 50. See it here. It went up, it pulled back to the 50. It went up, it pulled back to the 50. So the 50 is like a magnet, right? It's like a magnet. So this is like a magnet. So when you throw a metal up, there is high tendency the magnet will drag it back. So that's what the 50 did there. And also the 50 is also like the middle of the road, like that demarcation in the middle of every road on highway or motorway and the likes. So if you are driving, this is the middle of the road. You decide to drive far from the middle of the road. When you get to know that, oh, you are driving close to the bush, what do? You drive back close to the middle of the road. Same thing. Now you are driving far from the middle of the road, you are getting close to the bush, you will drive back close to the road. So this is like the middle line. So after that when you get to a point, you have to turn to the other side. Same thing, you pull back to the middle of the road. You pull back to the middle of the road. You go far from the road, you pull back to the middle of the road. So same thing over and over again. Let's go back so you can see more of that. You need to that this is how to back test. See what the market has done. See what it has done in the past. History will always repeat itself. Are you getting my point now? History will always repeat itself. So you just need to understand how the markets move, right? So you can see here the market went up, pulled back a bit, went up. So it's like you are dragging the rubber. It's like a rubber band. You drag it, it pull back a bit. If you continue dragging it, it will pull back and touch the 50. Right? The market shrink there. So you drag it, it pull back a bit. You drag it, it pull back to the 50. You drag it below the 50, pull back to the 50. You drag it, it pull back, drag it, pull back, drag it, pull back. You drag it, it pull back. So you need to know that you drag it, it pull back to the 50. You drag it, it pull back close to the 50, then to the 50, just like that. Same thing over and over again. The market repeats itself. So you need to understand this in the market, right? So you can see it now. We have drag it, it's been pulled back a bit, then go up again, then pull back to the 50. Are you getting it? So, what are the things you want to look out for? When there is a candlestick that closes above the 50 EMA, you want to look out to place a buy. Then, when you are on a buy, you take your profit along the line, right? Before you take another buy entry, wait for the market to pull back to the 50, then wait for a candlestick to close above the 2 EMA, sorry, the 2 simple moving average, which is this. Then you place your buy again, take your profit along the line, right? You don't have to be greedy. When you see 5 candlestick, maximum 10 candlestick, take your profit. As long as your mind tells you to take your profit, take it. Then wait for the market to pull back to the 50, right? Then look for a candlestick to close above all the EMAs, which is above the 2 SMAs that are here. You place your buy, you take your profit along the line. Wait for the market to pull back to the 50. This is another buy signal. Don't forget, you always set your stop loss below the V shape. I, as a student of Forex SB Academy, they understand what I said here, a V shape, right? Look at V shape, place your buy, set your stop loss below the last week close to the entry. This is your entry, this is the last week close to this entry, you set your stop loss there. So assuming you place a buy here, you set your stop loss close to the last week right, of the candlestick that is closer to the entry, then you set your stop loss here, you make your money. So now we have a red candlestick that closed below the 50. You want to take your sell, right? It's advisable you use like 20% of your lot size. If your lot size is 1, on this particular trade, you can use 0.2. If your lot size is 10, on this, you can use 2 lot size. Use 20% is advisable for any close above 50 or close below 50. Like this is close above 50, you want to use 0.2. If your normal lot size is 1, use 0.2. Then these are the kind of trade you want to use your normal lot size, one lot size, one lot size, right? One lot size, set your stop loss, you lose that, no problem. You set your sell here, you make your money, right? Wait for a candlestick to close above these two. Now, don't forget this market is downtrend, meaning the market is pointing down, it's going down, down, down. So you want to start looking for a sell signals, right? So this is a sell entry. Wait for a candlestick to close above these two, then a red candlestick to close below. This is your sell. Where do you want to set your stop loss? Close to the A shape. Opposite of V, opposite of V is A, right? So you look for the A shape, then you set your stop loss up there. You make your money. Right? You wait for another candlestick to close above the two SMA. You wait for a candlestick to close below. You place your sell. You set your stop loss. You make your money. Right? Then you wait for a candlestick to close above the blue. You place your buy. It's always advisable out of your one lot size, use 20%. 20% of one lot size is 0.2. You place your buy there with 0.2, you take your profits. The reason why I said it's advisable you use 20% of your normal lot size for a close above the 50, which is this thick EMA, is because of this. You can see this is a close below. Sometimes around that 50, you can have a lot of close above, close below, close above, close below, and you can have a lot of it. So, in order to reduce your risk as a good professional trader, in order to reduce your risk around those points, it's advisable you use lower lot size of like 20%. For beginners, it's advisable, please always follow that. So you can see the market is still uptrend. Assuming you place a buy here, you would have made a lot of money here, right? You close to the 50, then you wait for a candlestick to close above, you place your buy, you make money. Now the market is below. You want to look for a sell, which is somewhere here. You lose this, you see a close above, you use 0.2. If your normal lot size is one lot size, you make your money. This is another entry, you make your money. Now the market is below, you want to place a sell somewhere around there, right? The market came close to the 50 EMA, then the red candlestick closed below. For me, I will not advise you to take this kind of trade because the candle is very long, right? It's news that happened there, right? There was news move which made this market to be long. For me, I always advise my students when you have a news and news has happened, instead of you to place a sell there, it's advisable you wait for it to pull back, then you look for another entry so you can take it. As long as the market doesn't pull back, leave the market. Another market will come for you, right? So just like this, you can see this market has moved up. Let's assume you now want to place a buy here. Right? It's advisable you wait for it to pull back, then you look for entry, right? Let those people, the whales have already entered around there, they move the market up. Around this point, they will start taking little profits out of the market. So instead of you to join them, you are now trading against them, right? They are trying to take their profits, you are trying to enter. So as they are taking their profits, 97% of traders are buying. So that's why 97% lose, whereas the 3% make money. So always follow the rule, never go against the rule. So I believe you guys have learned something tonight. I want to make it very short. I don't want it to be too jam packed, right? So if you have any question, drop your question in the comment section. So just as I explained in the other stuff, I said the market will pull back a bit, then go up. So it was around here. Let me try and see if I can add the indicator so you can see indicator moving average 50. Then let's make it blue so you can see. Oh my god. Let's see. Okay, that one is Euro USD. This one is gold. Yeah. So you can see this is can see we have a break of trend line here. We also have a candlestick that closed above the 50. You understand? So that's a good buy. And assuming you place that buy, you'd have been in good profit by now. So what sells? What sells? So now around this level, the market can still go up and get to this point and pull back close to the 50. It can also from this level pull back to the 50, but there is a tendency it will continue. It can just range a bit, then continue going up and pull back to the 50. So if it breaks below this trend line, there's tendency it will close below the 50 and start selling and turn to downtrend. So I think you guys can see the bigger picture. You can see how the markets move. The market move in a wave motion. You need to understand how the markets move so you can make money from the market. I believe I've shared some information with you guys today. This SB move can be used on, and yes, SB move can be used on Android. Yeah, I and all my students use SB move strategy on Android and on other trading tools. But this particular strategy I shared with you is what I call IOP3 SMA strategy, which I used in 2018, 2017, 2018 to make close to 11,700 plus profit, right? Just using this strategy. And if you're a beginner, you can start with this, right? You can start with this, use it to grow your small capital of maybe 50, $100, $1,000. It depends on the little capital you have. Grow it to an extent. Then you can decide to join SB or Move strategy if you want to learn more on other strategies that we trade with, like the SB move strategy, the money printing machine, and the other strategies we have. And then the power of trend line. Trend line is very powerful. It's very powerful. Trend line is very powerful. You don't want to joke with it. Trend line is very powerful. Most whales, whales traders, investors, hedge funds, um, professional traders, and the likes, they trade using trend line. Trend line is one of the two that is very powerful. Demand and supply zones, very powerful. You know, those things you need to understand it if truly you want to make money in the forex market. You need to understand all those things. If you don't understand all those things, that means you're just joking, you know. So those are all the things you need to learn, and we've created videos that will guide you on all these things. I've made everything very easy. I have videos on trend line. I have like two parts. The part one of trend line and the part two. Very powerful videos that will teach you everything about trend line, how to draw a perfect trend line. That when you see a break of that trend line, it's like fire, you know. Then the SB move strategy. I've made videos close to like 20 videos on only SB move strategy. We have the stop loss rules, which are the V shape and the A shape. Those rules guide you on where to set your stop loss. So, you know, there are some traders they just take trade, they don't know where to set their stop loss. They play this their trade here, they set their stop loss very far. No, you need to know where to. A lot of traders lose. Some traders lose because they don't know the right place to set their stop loss. So the videos guide you on all those things, you know. And then the take profit rule also, we have that on under SB move strategy. The trailing stop loss, you know, there are different entry rules when it comes to trading with SB move strategy. So there are lots of things to learn, you know. Presently, we are on promo, and two people have already taken slots. We have three more slots to go. Then by Wednesday, we are going to close this slot. Then till next month, it's every first week that we give people access to join our mentorship program where they will have access to learn directly from me and learn directly from me and also get to learn how I trade using SB1 strategy and the likes. Let me go through all the questions that we have here. Which time frame is best for this strategy? Any strategy, but I won't advise you to trade with 1 minute. Never trade with 1 minute. The strategy you can use it for 5 minutes, 50 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour time frame, 1 day time frame, depending on how busy you are, you know. how busy you are. So like hi, I'm always busy doing other things, checking some of my property projects and the likes. So I like trading with 1 hour time frame. Some of my students trade with 40 minute, 4 hour time frame. Some directors that I have, some contractors that I have, they like trading with some doctors also they like trading with a 1 day time frame and the likes 4 hour time frame. Whereas some students, some civil servants, they like trading with 15 minute time frame. Some people that are always indoor, they like trading with 15 minute time frame and the like. So there are lots like that. There are lots like that that you can follow. Please explain about leverage and what do you write here? Leverage. I can see ranging plus how to apply risk management strategy. Those things I've made videos on it. Is you can go and watch my mastery course. I've made videos on all those things. You can watch those things. We don't have much time, so I won't be able to explain that to you for now. What time frame did you use for this explanation? I think this is 1 hour time frame. Yes, this is 1 hour time frame. Yeah. Then what moving average EMA is good and preferable. It all depends. This particular one is SMA. This is simple moving average. Those three moving averages are simple moving averages. Yes. Does trend line work on lower time frame? Trend line work best on 50 minutes upward. It even was trend line work best on 1 hour time frame above. It's like magic on 1 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame, 1 day time frame. It's like magic, but don't use it on 1 minute, 5 minutes. It doesn't make sense. There are lots of noise on those lower time frames. Which one is best for 30 minutes? Moving average. These particular three SMEs are simple moving averages. It all depends on the kind of strategy you are trading with. But this particular strategy is good for beginners, people that want to grow their little capital. It's advisable they go for this strategy so they can grow their capital. Then when they grow their capital, they can then decide to go for SB move strategy, my money printing machine, and other strategies that I have. And also learn trend line. Can you tell me the perfect moving average? I've already explained that to you. So, all right, guys, I believe you learned something from tonight class. Next week, Monday, we'll have another class. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but if you have any question, just drop it in, send it to me on either Telegram or WhatsApp. I will go through it and put everything together and come up with a class next week, Monday. As a beginner, is it advisable to purchase? I can't see what you wrote there. Something is covering. Okay, I think I can see. Purchase the ongoing premium student group promo. Yes, it's advisable as a beginner. As a beginner, when you join SB Move Strategy, when you join Forex SB Academy, you have access to my complete Forex Trading Beginner Mastery course. In this course, you'll be able to understand everything about the Forex market, yeah, everything about the financial markets. Then you will move to trend line. With this trend line, you'll be able to know the perfect place to buy. Just like let me show you this. All this you see here, they are trend lines, right? With trend line, you'll be able to know the best time to buy or sell. Are you getting it? You'll be able to know the best time to buy. It helps you without any trend line, without any indicator. You can trade with only trend lines, which are all these things. Assuming you were online to see this break of trend line, you would have placed a sell here and make money from this. Assuming you know how to draw a trend line, you would have placed a buy here. And from this, some of my students made just Friday till today, some of my students made like almost 500, some $5,000 from this particular one trade. So if you are able to understand how to draw a trend line, you would have made money from this. So knowledge is the key. When you have the knowledge to predict the market in the right way, you make a lot of money and take your share from the market. Yeah. Yes, SBM and Move can be used on what's it called, on phone, on your Android, on Apple Store, Android, and the likes. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate. I wish you could do your explanation with trading view. So you use back testing to do. See, trading view and this, they are same thing. It's just charts. No matter the chart, there is one other chart, they call it C trader. Everything, as long as you can draw trend line, you can change time frame from 1 hour, 5 minutes, 1 minute, all good. You understand? So this particular chart is called MT5, MetaTrader. We have another chart, trading view. We have another one, C trader. There are lots of charts. So everything work on all charts, okay? All right, guys. Thank you for joining tonight's class. I'm happy to have you all here. You already know my name is Idu Mulashi, popularly known as IOP, and I'm your tutor throughout this journey. Those who are yet to become a member, the promo offer is still open and it's going to end on Wednesday. Make sure you don't miss it. Presently, it's £49. By Thursday, it's going back to the official price of 149. So make sure you take advantage and don't miss this opportunity. I'm happy to have you all guys. See you and bye for now.